Traveler's Guide Morocco. Have you ever wanted to travel to the Kingdom of Morocco? Well, my name's Christian and I've been to over 60 countries, and here's everything that you need to know from landing in Morocco to leaving for your next trip. And today's video is sponsored by Just Fly, but more on that later. First is flights. I always recommend when going to a new country that you fly into one city and then depart out of a different one. In Morocco, I flew into the city of Marrakesh and I left from Fez. Now, you should not be spending a lot of money to fly into Morocco. For example, if you're flying from countries that are close, like Spain or Portugal, you can pay as low as $8 per flight. I flew round trip into and out of Morocco on Ryanair for $16 total, but the ferry is also an option from Spain. It's about 35 euros. Let's talk cities. Marrakesh. This is one of the most chaotic cities I've ever been to in my life, full of vendors and aggressive salesmen in the main square, as well as the Medina, where you'll usually go into to find your hotel or hostel, does not work on Google Maps and it can get very overwhelming. However, this is a place that you definitely need to go discover. This is the most chaotic part of Morocco, so if you can make it through Marrakesh, you can make it through all of Morocco. The main things to see are the mosque and the night market. Once it turns nighttime, the market goes completely different. However, in my opinion, 2 nights is all that you need to spend in this city. Let's talk accommodation. The best place for you to stay, I stayed there myself, is Equity Point in Marrakesh. This is a hostel, a hotel, and an oasis in the middle of the city. It is absolutely beautiful, and you can find prices as low as $14 a night. Next city is Chefchaouen, and without a doubt, this is my favorite city inside the entire country. It's known as the Blue City. I recommend spending 4 to 6 nights within the city due to its beauty, how relaxed it is, and the prices are pretty incredible. Here, you can find hotel rooms for as low as $7. Yes, this is $7 for a private hotel room. Or you can find hostels called Riyad Baraka. I stayed at this one as well. It is a beautiful rooftop. It's a little more expensive, but the vibe from everyone staying there, as well as the staff, is really incredible. They're also super knowledgeable about the entire area of the city. In Chefchaouen, you can aimlessly walk around the city and discover its beauty, but there are also a bunch of hikes that you can do nearby. The best one that I did was to God's Bridge. You can actually go up there. Even if people say you can't get up there, you can. You just got to take a little bit of a dirt road. But also, the sunset at night coming down across the mountains is something that you should go experience. And a must-visit restaurant while you're in Chefchaouen is Bob Saour. I will put it right here for you to check it out. You can get an entire meal there, entree, appetizer, for under $5. Now it's time for the beach and the sun. That is the city of Tangier, and this is the most European city in Morocco. The reason I say it's the most European city, one, it's the closest to Europe. You can actually see Europe from this city, but also the rules are much more relaxed. Women wear much more revealing clothing in the city. Alcohol is being able to be purchased pretty much anywhere within the city. There's also nightclubs and there are bars, but with all of this, the prices are generally a bit higher. And like I just mentioned, from Tangier, you can actually see Europe. It's one of the only spots in Africa that you can be in the African continent and see across to the European continent. So that's something that's really cool. And besides all of that, one of the claims to fame of this area is called Hercules Cave. This is actually where the tale of Hercules comes from. You can get there by taxi, by bus, or you can even walk. I actually walked with some friends 2 hours from the city of Tangier. It's a nice, I know it sounds like a lot of time, but it was a nice walk. You go, you explore the cave. It's a beautiful little place. There's a cafe, there's some food you can get, and then you can take either a cab or a taxi back. We actually hitchhiked back from the Hercules Cave. You can do that, but I don't recommend it. And regarding accommodation, I don't have any suggestions because the accommodation that I stayed in wasn't the greatest, so I'm not even going to tell you about it, but I recommend spending 3 to 4 days here. You can lounge around on the beach, get some sun, eat some good food, and experience Morocco, but a little bit of a European side to it. However, this next place that I'm about to tell you is a must do when going to Morocco. And that is the city of Merzouga. Merzouga is called the entrance to the Sahara, and it is literally a city on the edge of the Sahara Desert. It is absolutely amazing. It has everything from sandboarding, ATVing, even camping in the desert overnight, doing treks, like week-long treks into the desert with camels. It's an amazing place. But how do you get here? Morocco has one of the best valued tours I have ever done in my entire life. And you guys know me, I don't like doing tours. But this tour is $115 for 3 days from the city of Marrakesh to Merzouga. It includes your hotels for 2 nights, because it's 2 nights, 3 days. It includes all of your breakfast and your dinner, and it includes the entire transportation. You travel like 400 to 600 kilometers. You also stop in a bunch of ancient cities. You get to see the movie district of Morocco. When I was there, they actually were finishing up the filming of Indiana Jones 5. I just went and saw it. It was actually pretty decent. But once you reach the desert is where things really get incredible. You will ride camels into the desert to more of like a camp tent village. There, you will spend the night, you will have dinner there, you will listen to genuine Moroccan music played by a band. The entire camp is incredible. It's like a luxury hotel in the middle of the desert. It has Wi-Fi, it has hot water, but you can't see anything. You can't see any buildings, or you're just surrounded by desert. You spend the night looking at the stars, and then you wake up to watch the sunrise come above the Sahara sand dunes. In my opinion, worth every single penny. When trying to find the best flight deal, it is incredibly difficult, but that's why I use JustFly. JustFly has been an incredible partner and supporter of this journey around the world. We've worked with them many times and even have given away free flights. You can go on there and search from anywhere in the world that you want a flight. JustFly will give you almost every option to see if you different prices, the cheapest day, the most expensive flight, shortest, longest, whatever you want to do. Use JustFly for your next booking accommodation. Click the link below to save on your next flight and find your next destination. Now, it's time for your Fast 5 things that you absolutely need to know before going to the Kingdom of Morocco. Number 1, everything is negotiable. This is regarding price. Whatever price you hear from anyone, that is not the actual price. Always negotiate. Number 2, only drink bottled water. It is not safe or healthy for any tourist to drink any sort of tap water within Morocco. Number 3, Wi-Fi is spotty within the entire country. I recommend you getting a SIM card for any of your needs. Number 4, don't be overwhelmed. Morocco is a very overwhelming place, especially the vendors and salesmen. Stay calm, be relaxed, everything will be okay. Number 5, the city of Casablanca is overrated, I've heard. I never went, but everyone that I met told me not to go. It was overrated, so take that into consideration. But travelers, that is everything that you need to know for the Kingdom of Morocco. Everything in this travel guide was from my personal experience. I spent 1 month within this country, so hopefully you can use that to tailor your trip and know some things before you get there. I want to thank all of the Patreon, Instagram, and Facebook subscribers for making this journey around the world possible. But always remember, guys, travel is a privilege, so enjoy every second of it. I will see you next time.